Morning guys, how are you doing? I am vlogging from my new house today, obviously. I've been in for 2 and a bit weeks now, so feeling nicely settled already. I've actually been working like a mad woman to try and get this house feeling all homely as quickly as possible. And I thought I'd just start a vlog today. Not for any reason in particular, but just because I felt like filming. I haven't filmed in a while. I haven't filmed since moving day. I haven't got anything particularly exciting that I'm doing today. I've just got back from the chiropractor and now I've just got a few things on my list of tasks for the day that I need to get done, such as ordering my new blind samples and looking for a new rug and deciding where I'm going to hang my new canvas and hanging my new mirror and things like that. So I've got a few little tasks. Oh, actually I need to also organise my storage boxes. Yeah, a few fairly mundane tasks that I need to do today. But I thought I would kick off the day with a little yoga session because I keep on making the mistake recently of thinking I'll start with house stuff and then I'll try and train in the evening. But then I just get too stuck into the house stuff and I end up not training at all. So I thought if I start today with a little yoga / handstandy type session, then I can crack on with house stuff after that. I've also got a delivery arriving at some point today of a side table, and this side table is bloody massive, to be honest. Well, it's not that massive, but it's not the sort of thing that I can just carry myself. Anton's out at work today, and I've just been told by the delivery guys that because of the new lockdown, we're in another lockdown here in the UK, they're not allowed to bring the sideboard into the house for me. They can only leave it something like 2 meters away from my front door. So I've got to try and figure that out because I can't just have it sat outside all day until Anton gets home. But equally, I don't think I'm going to be able to lift it to get it in the house. Maybe I can convince them to leave it in the garage. That might be a plan. If I can catch them before they leave, I might ask if I can just open the garage and they can leave it in there. Okay. Maybe that's that sorted, hopefully, if they're happy with that. Anyway, this has been a bit of a rambly start to the vlog, hasn't it? Let's crack on with some yoga and handstands and things like that. People often ask me actually if I do YouTube yoga classes or if I just make up flows as I go along. To be honest, it's a combination of the two really. Sometimes I will follow a class on YouTube if I can't really be bothered to think at all. And sometimes I'll just sort of go with the flow and feel out what my body wants to do that day. So yeah, today I have decided to do a 40-minute vinyasa yoga flow for confidence that I found on Blessed Yoga YouTube channel, on Jen's YouTube channel. So that's what I'm doing now. Hello? Speaking? Oh right, if possible, could I open my garage for you so you can leave it in there? Oh, that would be perfect. Yeah, that would be great. See you soon. Yoga momentarily interrupted by my furniture delivery. However, I've just spoken to the guy on the phone and he says that he's happy to bring it into my hallway for me. So that's that problem solved. Anyway, he's going to be here any second, so I'll have to finish that yoga session. Obviously not ideal to be interrupted mid-yoga, but anyway, sometimes you've got to have a sideboard delivered, haven't you? Right, just made sure that the hallway is nice and clear for him. Quick question though, so, hey there. This is my new hallway unit that I've got. Obviously it's not going to have all this stuff on it, that's just stuff without a home at the moment. I'm planning on painting this like a very dark blue almost. It's actually not really black, it's like a dark grey blue colour. However, now I'm doubting myself whether or not I should just leave it white. Maybe it just looks better white. What do you think? I've also got my prints from Zaya. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's a tattoo artist who I follow on Instagram, and over the first lockdown, because she couldn't obviously do her usual work, she started making these prints, and I've got 3 of them You can just see two there, but they're really lovely. So they're going to go up on the wall in here as well. But I might paint those frames the same colour. I don't know. But yeah, soon my new, what's it called? Sideboard. Oh, very dark. Hang on. That's better. Soon my new sideboard is going to be delivered. Funny story. So basically, I'd ordered this TV stand thinking it was going to be about 3 times the size of that. So even though I did have a tape measure and the measurements, I just imagined it very differently in my head, and it arrived and it's absolutely tiny. So this is going to have to live somewhere else, I'm not sure where, and instead I've got a big white sideboard coming, which should be about 3 times the size of that one. I'll show you that when it arrives. Obviously it's going to be in the hallway, and oh, there he is. I best go. Right, I was going to try and get this out down here and show it to you, but as you can see, it is quite large, and it's probably going to be easier for Anton and I to get it upstairs later if I just leave it in its box. But when Anton does get home from work, I will obviously take that upstairs and show you how it looks. I'm really excited about it. As you can see, much bigger than the current TV stand, and it will give us just a little bit more storage actually in there. So yeah, very exciting. Do you know what? I don't think I'm going to finish my yoga session now. I've got quite cold from being down here, and I also had to move some stuff from the hallway into the garage, and so just a bit cold now. Don't really feel like carrying on with a yoga session, but I am going to try and do some handstands later on, just because I'm pretty limited with the training I can do at the moment, and it would be nice to do something. Also, I might go on a run at some point today. In fact, if I say it, I'm going to go on a run at some point today, then I will do it. My next very exciting task for the day is organising my new storage boxes in this massive cupboard that I showed you in my last video. What I've done is I've put a little shoe rack here and a rail. However, behind here is like going into Narnia or something. If you can see it, I've actually got a little storage rack for things like spare bedding, spare towels, spare toilet paper, stuff like that, and a mattress topper for the guest pull-out bed thing. And the storage boxes that I have already are actually slightly too big for that rack, so I've bought new storage boxes and I now need to organise them. And I know this is the content you came here for, I just know it is. So also, do you like this? This is my wall hanging macrame from Whole Lotta Knots. Not an ad, obviously, just thought I'd point it out. Oh, my shadow is massive. Hello! But I'm a big fan, so I just thought I'd show it to you, see what you think. These are the blinds I have to replace, by the way, because grey is just not the colour for this room. As you can see, I'm going for more beigey and neutrally and green tones, and then that grey just is really ruining the vibe in here. So got to find some new blinds for that. Just thought I should point out, obviously I know it's not ideal having storage behind a whole load of hanging things. However, when the rest of my storage for my clothes arrives, like my chest of drawers and things like that, not as much of this stuff is going to be hanging in there, so really I'll only have a few coats in there maybe, so it'll be quite easy to get through and get to the things at the back, whereas right now it really is like wading into Narnia. Anyway, just thought I'd add that, don't know why, I just did. I think I made an error. I think the boxes I have already do fit. They're slightly wider than the shelf, but that doesn't really matter actually. I do need to just move one of the shelves upwards slightly, but I think I've made a right error. I don't think I need these new boxes at all. Hopefully I still have the receipt and can take those back. As you can see, my old boxes actually fit kind of perfectly. Really glad I went to the effort of running out to home base last night to get those boxes. Totally unnecessary. Okay, right, well at least that's the job well done-ish.
Good morning and welcome to DPD. How can I help you today?
Well, I had an email through from DPD to say that additional information is required for my parcel to be successfully delivered, and it's saying that I need to update the address, but it definitely already had my address on the parcel, so I don't know why that is.
Excellent, thank you so much. Right, so...
Oh, hang on, I have actually just got I've got a DPD van outside now. I wonder if that's my delivery. I'm just...
That is it. What I think is that the email you received was a scam email.
Great, well, as you can hear, your colleague is at the door now, so that's great. Thank you very much for your help. This was the weirdest scam. I was due to have a delivery from DPD today, and then I checked my emails and I had an email saying that they required additional information to deliver my parcel, and that I needed to give them my address and pay either an additional £3 to have it delivered tomorrow or £1 to have it delivered the day after. And I just thought, this is really strange, because I know that my address is on the parcel. Anyway, called up DPD. Like, I actually already put in my address and was about to pay £1 to get it not the next day, the day after. And I thought, do you know what, this is really weird. And so I called up DPD, and the guy told me that that's probably a scam and that my parcel is actually on its way. And then the doorbell went and it was my parcel. It was just very bizarre. If it was a scam, then how did they know that I was about to be delivered a parcel by DPD? Bizarre. But yeah, watch out for that one if you're getting deliveries and you get a strange email from the company saying that you owe them more money, because it might be a scam. And I'm so glad I just rang to check, because I could have just given my address away to scam artists and also paid them £1. Anyway, I've got a parcel that's arrived. Shall we have a look at it? What an exciting vlog this is. I'm actually just going to take this in the other room. Oh, hang on. Yay! It's a pot! Ugh. So there is actually a funny story that goes with this pot. So I had ordered 2 pots that matched each other for my bonsai trees, not bonsai trees, my bay trees that I've got outside my front door, and only one of them arrived, and then the other one got sent back to Amazon, and they said that it had failed to be delivered, even though I'd ordered them at the same time, and one of them made it here, the other one apparently didn't make it here, and then they were out of stock. So I was like, well, I've now just got one. Anyway, managed to find the same one, at least I hope it's the same, it certainly looks the same on first appearances, upon first inspection. And what was I saying? Oh, I managed to find a matching one online. What was weird though actually was my plant delivery from Patch Plants arrived and only one of the bay trees arrived. So I only had 1 pot and only had 1 bay tree. So it kind of worked out perfectly. Anyway, my second bay tree is yet to arrive, so it's good that its pot has arrived in time for its arrival. Speaking of bay trees, I thought I might just do, because you know, as this is a very exciting vlog, I thought I might give you a little tour of my new plants that have arrived. A very exciting vlog. But I love plants, especially indoor plants. I know not everyone is a fan, but for me, they just make a room. Oh no. You can see all my washing up I've got to do in the background. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, that was too dramatic. Okay, ooh, the light is a bit flashy in here, isn't it? There we go. So this is Big Ken. That is what he is called on the Patch Plants website, but also now what I will call him for the rest of his life. Big Ken is a Kentshire plant. I think that's how we say it, Kentshire. But yes, I absolutely love him, and he has very nicely filled the space where the Christmas tree was. Also, meet Gorgeousness, as named by my sister Livy. Gorgeousness is a statue of a greyhound / Italian greyhound, which is my favourite breed of dog, in case you were interested. Then another one from Patch Plants. This is a parlour palm called Sharon. This is small Sharon. I have also got in the other room a large Sharon. So that is the same thing, but just larger. And then I might as well also show you my bonsai tree. This is from a company called Niwa, but I actually bought mine from House of Windsor in Windsor. I absolutely love my bonsai tree. This bonsai tree is 12 years old. fun fact for you there. Oh, there's some leaves in there I need to pick out. And in here, Anton also has a little bonsai tree. His one is, oh, got too much reflection on it. You can't really see what's going on. His one is, I think, 5 years old. But there's his little one. What's very cool about these is that because they're in this terrarium, it forms its own biosphere, I think it's called. But basically it forms its own ecosystem. So they're self-watering. So you can probably see here, oh, can you? If it will focus on the wall. There you go. It forms condensation on the glass, which then drips down into the soil and is then taken up by the plant, which then lets out moisture, which turns into condensation. There you go. That's a very bad science lesson from Katie McDonnell. You are welcome. Now I have to say, most of my plants that arrived from Patch Plants, forgot the name of the shop there, most of the plants that arrived were amazing. However, one of them was less amazing. So I'll insert a picture on the screen now of what it was that I ordered, and then this is what turned up. So this is looking a little bit sorry for itself, as you can see, but I'm hoping that it's going to come to life a little bit, but right now it's not looking too promising. But anyway, I'll just pop that back in there next to gorgeousness. Then in here in my bathroom, I've got a devil's ivy plant, which I think works quite nicely in there. They like to be in bathrooms, so that's good. Also, this is my new bathroom cabinet. I put a new handle on it though, just to make it look a little bit more classy. Oh, there we go. Just does not like focusing, this camera. And then outside the front door, that's where my bay trees are going. One of them's nicely potted already and is outside. I was just wondering if I can show you from out the window, because it's a bit cold outside and I can't really be bothered to go out there. So let me see if I can open this window and reach out. I'm gonna have to turn this brightness down a bit though, because, oh, that's up. There we go, down, down. Oh my goodness, that is so zoomed in and so dark. I just realized that if I show you out the window actually, then I'm gonna sort of be revealing exactly where I live, which probably best not to do that, if you know what I mean. If this isn't a good vlog, I don't know what is. Yeah, so I'm actually just gonna have to not be lazy and go downstairs, put on a jacket and show you my one bay tree that is waiting for its brother or sister to arrive. So here is my little bay tree. I have to say he was a little bit smaller than I was anticipating, but I still think he looks quite cute there, and I think he'll look especially nice when he's got his partner with him. So yeah, that's my purchases from Patch Plants. Also forgot to point out this other little terrarium that we have. This is actually Anton's. He got given it by my sisters for his birthday last year. It's also from House of Windsor, but just thought I'd point that one out as well because I forgot it on the plant tour. So just while I'm on hold to Habitat, this is the canvas.
You can find out more at habitat.co.uk, including our returns policy, latest offers, and even your nearest store.
Oh, thank you. I thought it originally was going to go in the corridor above the console table that I don't yet have. However, I actually think it looks quite nice in here. It's still got the wrapper on it at the moment, that's why it looks a bit shiny. But yeah, can't decide, corridor or in here.
There's loads of ways to get in touch. Why not try out our live chat service or Facebook Messenger?
The reason I'm currently on hold to Habitat is because I ordered a few things and one of the vases I ordered was absolutely hideous. No shade on Habitat, love most of the stuff that I've got from them, but this vase was particularly gross. So I want to return that, but for some reason I can't seem to work out how to do that. Normally it's very obvious, but it's not for some reason. Also, these mirrors, not a big fan of. I'll just wait for her. Also, these mirrors are not going to stay there. Oh, I've gone out of focus again. Most of the time when I go out of focus, I don't even notice, so I just carry on, and then when I edit, I'm like, oh, that was very blurry.
Why not check out our buying guide?
Yeah, I don't hate them, but they're not really the vibe of the room that I'm going for. So I am going to get another mirror that's going to go there instead, but it's currently out of stock.
Lots of info at habitat.co.uk, including our returns policy.
This is clearly not a good time to vlog. I'll hang up on you now. Look who's back from work nice and early. Mr. Simpson Tidy finished in time for lunch.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, he did have a very early start this morning. What time did you leave?
I woke up at 4.
You woke up at 4. So an early start, so not a totally lazy day. Anyway, that means that he can now help me bring the sideboard in. So I thought I'd do a little quick before and after shot. So here is the before and here's the after. Ta-da! I think it's safe to say I'm very, very happy with this upgrade. I had actually bought different handles for this, but the ones that I'd bought from Anthropology actually just didn't look quite right in the end. So I might just end up sticking with these sort of chromy ones, but I might look to find ones the same as this but in brass, because obviously the tones in here are much more brass than chrome. However, they have also got chrome hinges, and I mean I can replace all the hinges, but I feel like that's just going a little bit far for the sake of something that's really not that obvious. Also, obviously, this basket that Big Ken is currently in is not what he's going to be in eventually. I've ordered a plant pot for him. That basket's for in the bedroom, just in case you were thinking, that doesn't really go in here. So that's that, very exciting. And now I need to get ready to do a trip to the recycling centre. I've got an appointment at 3:30 and I've got a car absolutely full to the brim of recycling, and now I've got more to add to it, which to be honest isn't going to fit in, so I'll just have to see how much I can get in. Okay, slight change of plan. I was literally just about to start sorting this out to get it ready to take to the recycling centre. However, right, it's a long story. Basically, in 7, 8, 9 days, I'm supposed to be flying out to Chile for a commercial. However, the rules in Chile regarding COVID have just changed, and now anyone entering the country has to quarantine for 7 days. So I now need to fly out on Sunday, which is in 2 days' time, which means that immediately I need to go and get a COVID test, because you can't fly without a COVID test, and you have to get one of the ones that takes 48 hours to come back because they don't accept the rapid tests, which means that I need to get tested today, which means that I've now got an appointment at Harley Street at 5:30. It is now coming up to 3, I think.
2:30.
It's 2:30. Thank you, Anton. Which means that I'm not going to have time to go to the recycling centre before my taxi comes to pick me up. Well, I would have time to go there, drop all the stuff off and come back. However, my appointment slot at the recycling centre, because you have to book in, is at 3:30, so it just wouldn't work. That's more information than you needed, but that is the latest. And that means that it's kind of scuppered my plans for the evening a bit, and I'm just going to end this vlog here. Bit of a random one today, a little bit of house stuff, so if you're interested in that kind of thing, hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you're just here for parkour, then sorry, and I'll see you next time, guys. Bye!